I'm Rachel Chapman. I work for Compare Credit as a senior operations manager, and also Vitech IP to analyze patents.
Awesome. What was your walk with Christ like before you joined Kingdom Impact Accelerator?
It was challenging in the sense that I didn't have a full understanding of certain things that I now know. I judged myself more harshly than I probably should have and given myself more grace, and in learning through the masterminds and Kingdom Impact Accelerator, I was able to look at myself differently and figure out different ways to move forward.
That's awesome. Were there any specific challenges that you were experiencing that made you want to join Kingdom Impact Accelerator?
I was struggling with my career and relationship choices and confidence levels, judgment, like I said, of myself, and trying to, think more like Christ and learning all the different things that the Bible is teaching us every day if we pay attention to it and understand it the right way. Um, I was able to trust and believe and have a stronger faith in the things that I was struggling with. So even though they seemed like a struggle, once I learned and had a stronger faith, it was like, oh, like I didn't have to worry that much about that. And now I just can enjoy my life every day a little bit differently than I was.
That's awesome. So it sounds like the program helped put some things in perspective for you and also change some of your mindset or your thinking. That's what Romans tells us, right? Renew your mind. Were there any other specific positive impacts that the program provided for you?
The course has really helped me in my professional life, like on a daily basis at work. Um, Understanding people and having a mindset like Christ, or at least trying to every day do a better job at that, has improved just the way I work with people, the way I think about my projects, and my productivity. I think it also helped me to understand certain areas of my life based on the tests and assessments we did, and then having scripture to go to specifically for those certain issues. Like, I'm trying to think of a specific one, but the it's like the different the different things that you laid out for us. Like, it was like there was a jealousy one and
Jealousy, envy, unlovingness, rejection, fear.
unlovingness, rejection, yes, those. Having specific scripture to go through when you realize that that's what's coming up for you on a daily basis. So I actually have it on my phone pulled up so that if something happens or I'm feeling a certain way, I'm like, oh, I have a scripture I can go to. And that's really helped me just to think differently. It changes your whole perspective, the day of, the moment of, and um, then all the other knowledge that was gained in it that you kind of just it comes back as you read those.
Oh, absolutely. It's amazing how just having scripture prepared for when the devil tempts you with horrible thoughts, or just when your brain actually goes to those weird thoughts, how that can just save you. I mean, scriptures are sword. It's amazing. Were there any results that surprised you that you weren't expecting to have?
I mean, the whole thing, yes. The amount of information that you can learn from the course is, I mean, it will take years for me to take it all in, I think. Like, if you read it again or go through it again or listen to it again, just more things pop up and help you through life. I think the amount of knowledge you can learn from it is just like it. I'm trying to say it'll take a lifetime because there's so much good stuff in there. And I think what surprised me most was just that, like, my faith and my beliefs and the way that I was living, um, I can understand it more to a different degree, where now I know where to go in the Bible, or I know what to look for, or I understand myself more to know when it's the devil and when I need to change it and think like Christ, or what, I need to go to scripture right now, or I not that that's a shock that having to go to scripture, but just more understanding why and what I need to look for and what Jesus would say to me. Um, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like the process became clearer to you and more applicable and
Yes.
it was very actionable. Is the mind of Christ clearer for you and more comprehensive? And if so, why?
Absolutely. Mostly because of the way it was laid out in the course. I don't think anyone's explained the mind of Christ like that to me in my entire life. And I think having the knowledge base and understanding and all of that for life, just because I don't know, like you as a child and going to church and hearing sermons and watching movies and reading books, you can gain so much, right? But then the way it was laid out in this course, it was undeniable that there's so much more to it than what you think there is on a like from all of those other sources, right? It's a deeper level. You can connect to it on such a deeper level individually that will just help you thrive and it just brings you closer to the Lord as you learn all of that.
Awesome. Awesome. What would you tell someone who's indecisive or on the fence about joining Kingdom Impact Accelerator?
I mean, I was. So I would just say go for it. Don't even question it a second time. Like the amount of knowledge, like I said, that you gain or can gain, it's a journey for your life. And you can keep going back to it and using it. And there'll always be something else that you can learn from it. So it's completely worth it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your experience. I appreciate it.
Thank you for everything.